Alright, so there's one we missed that I could have gotten like way, way earlier, and I just forgot about. And that was the one over here. We could have got this immediately after getting bombs. But again, I guess I just wasn't thinking. And now there's a cat on top of me, and he's really fascinated with the adventures of Samus, the Super Metroid. And he's acknowledging the fact that I'm talking about the game again, opposed to sitting in silence. There you go, another missile tank for you. Make your life easier, because missiles make your life easier. I will not pet the kitty, not time for pets. It is time for killing lots of aliens, thank you. One of my favorite things was when we first got George. He was small enough that like he fit inside my dresser. So I was playing Phoenix Wright, and then he just like kind of crawled in there and then fell asleep, and I just thought it was the funniest thing. Like, when I was growing up, we had two cats, but I didn't really get to see them as active or anything because the cats were older than I were. So I have very, very few memories of them even anywhere close to little. So like the earliest memories I could think of, they were like fucking like 8 or something when I was like 6. Where's the way when you go down? But I can still, yeah, let's do this one real quick since we're headed this way anyway. So here's another one that's a spine shark. But one of the earliest memories I have was we had a dog, and I was on a bunk bed. I bashed my face in. And I remember the dog jumping up and down like a Pop Goes the Weasel kind of thing. And then my cat was like, had this, wide-eyed look on her face, like, what the fuck? And I was just laughing my ass off about the whole thing. I thought it was hilarious. Alright, now I'm not sure where it is. It's there, I found it. Sammy's stuck. That's one of the earliest memories I have of the cats and of that dog. That dog we had to let go right before coming to England. Oh, this sucks. Can I? No. I don't want to waste a bunch of power bombs because I learned you don't need to. I just want to do it there. Oh, bad idea. Yeah, I got very few memories of that dog as well, though. Pain! Oh, shit. But yeah, no, I didn't have that experience of, like, super active cats and stuff, or anything growing up. So now that I've got it, it's kind of funny. Because it's like I get to see what I was missing out and stuff as a kid, as to where, like, when we caught the cats playing, they seemed like they were embarrassed about it or something. I'm dying! I died! Oh my god. How much do I gotta redo? I gotta redo, like, everything. Are you kidding? Alright, so this is a totally different day because I had to refight Kraid and stuff like that. And I feel like that death was kind of comparable to some of the stuff you see in, like, PBG's hardcore stuff. Because I had no idea that I was going to die until it happened, and I was like, whoa! It's not. I'm trying to get used to the controls again. That was what I wanted to do. I don't want to use all of my stuff at once, but I guess it doesn't matter, because I can just go to the ship. And as far as what I was talking about before, because I remember I was talking about my cats, I don't remember what was said and what wasn't said, so I'm just going to end the discussion with... It's kind of fun or trippy to grow up and then experiencing things I didn't get to as a kid, even though they were right there in front of me. That was kind of along the lines I was going. Now, I've edited up the first few parts, and I apologize for all the technical glitches. There is literally zero I can do about it because I've tried 2 different capture cards and they both didn't work. And Super Nintendo games are just fucking weird. There's not really anything I can do about it. It's always been a pet peeve of mine to watch people play games like this or Mega Man where their sprite just disappears. And Like, I didn't want to have to deal with that, but apparently I don't really have a choice because there doesn't seem to be a solution, so sorry. Anyway, there's one. So this is a thing that requires you to do it twice. It's kind of fucking annoying. Ideally, you want to try and go for the left first. Mash B, mash B. There you go. Because, see, you got to go down the other path in order to get that. Well, I wonder if it's possible. I can try. I don't know if the blocks are reformed yet. Nope, I can't do it. The point is, those are all pressure blocks right there, and you basically do the same thing so you can get that other energy tank. Going on, what I was saying was that I found a little map online, and I'm basically marking off the stuff I have and haven't gotten. So I guess I'll give it an attempt to see about 100%. Otherwise, I'm gonna meet you right back at the top of that room. As you can see, it went a lot less smooth that time, but it doesn't really matter to me because, again, just gonna go back to the ship and heal in a second anyway. But there you go, got those. I've got a checklist now. I've noticed that there were some I passed that I didn't even know existed, so I do want to try and get those as I backtrack. We weren't done anyway. We still had more to get, so yeah, we're gonna continue picking up shit. Alright, so I'm gonna pretend and hope that by this point you at least have a rough idea on where we are and how to get here, because I do genuinely detest when people... Actually, you know what? I think it was right there. I do detest when people, like, try and make walkthroughs or some shit, but they're not exactly specific on where to go or anything like that. So I try and usually make it more obvious. I thought this was it. I gotta use another one. Hopefully we can do this. This was another one. Oh. Okay. That's a little bit harder than it looks. By like a lot. And I'm pretty sure wall jumping doesn't do it because you got a shine spark up it. Well, that worked. That wasn't so bad after all. I thought it seemed a little bit hard to try and do that while running, but eh. There's another one later that I'm still not entirely sure how to get to, but you know what? Looks like we made a mistake. Just gonna have to tank it, girlfriend. Sorry. Didn't mean to hurt you, didn't mean to make you cry. Because I always saw this door and I was like, oh, I don't know how to make it open. It didn't occur to me that it was a return path, but it's super easy because it's like, look, there's only 2 on each side, and apparently it's the same deal. But I don't really feel so bad about doing it now because it's like, oh, look at that, just in time for me to go this way and do this anyway. This is one of my favorites. I love this. This is the coolest thing. Right below Mother Brain. And it's a missile pack. Now I like this because it's kind of like the 64 DS thing where you jump through the mirror and you're like, maybe that was there the whole time kind of thing. Like, I love when they do something like that, where you're revisiting an old area, but they change something about it so that there was something new there that makes you wonder, like, obviously you don't. But, like, it kind of gives that sense of wonderment of, like, maybe it was always there this whole time or something like that. That's just, like, a dumb little thing, I think. There's nothing there, so we need to go down. Down. Yeah, so like right now, Sammy looks solid, but I'm not really sure why she doesn't come in other instances. Yeah, we need to get this energy tank too. This is what I was alluding to earlier when I was saying, like, we could get this, but I'd rather wait until we get power bombs, because all this technically requires is the, what do you call it, the high jump to get. You could also bomb jump if you're talented and patient enough. I'm not, so screw it, just get it now. Now this one You know what? I didn't even think to try it, but you know what? I think I know the solution. So it's right here. I don't know why I didn't think to try this. Yeah, that's so simple. For some reason I tried like... Oh shit. Wall jumping. Why are you stuck? Up? Oh, thankfully it didn't reform. Well, that was an easy one. I really don't know why I didn't think to... It doesn't matter. I can't do this. Am I trapped? I didn't want to do that. Alright, well here's hoping you can survive, girlfriend. Okay. So, I guess could say playtesting would have prevented that death. Technically I did playtest, just not in an attempt to do that. This is another secret that I really like. A powerbomb expansion here. Now, you can blow this wall up and it will lead you to, if you recognize that area, it was an orange door, and that was where it led from, green Brinstar to red Brinstar. So, yeah, I feel like there's one thing that I'm honestly not sure, excuse me, if I got or not. But, yeah, I think for the most part it's okay. I want to say there's a few others I want to look around. Like, I think there's one on Kraid. We're going to call it Kraid. That apparently exists. That I was, saying out loud. I'm like, I bet this is here. Turns out it is there. So, I want to go check out some other places, and if I don't find what I'm looking for, I'll just not show it. But yeah, I want to take a little bit more of a look around, just to make sure that I got everything I can get. Hell yes, I did it! Okay, wow. I'm not sure how you're supposed to actually do that. But I did it. I just noticed that this was there, and I was like, okay, it's a one-way passage, so maybe a powerbomb can blow it open. Powerbomb doesn't blow it open. You just kind of have to get lucky. And in case you wonder where we are in particular, right here. Aha! There it is. Wow, that was really hard to find. Yeah, another one where I noticed looking at the little map that I found that I was like, apparently there's a thing I missed here. So, how do I get it? Where is it? Ow. 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 Okay. That was what I was looking for. Finally. Okay, there you go. There's another one. Now it's going to be a little bit out of order because I forgot about it and then I went back to come get this. But it'll be edited in the way that makes sense, just in case you're wondering about numbers. I doubt anyone really is, but yeah. And as far as where this is, please give me a lift, thank you. This is right where we did the the grapple to the missile that I cheated. It's that area. Oh, I see something there. Hello. I made it. See, I saw that there was an item labeled on the map. I was like, alright, I know it's around here somewhere, and sure enough, that little pipe is your clue. Very well hidden. Oh! Yeah, I suppose that one's kind of an obvious one, isn't it? I'm under attack! See, I was busy thinking it was going to be somewhere in the ceiling. Now, unfortunately, this game doesn't really have the added benefit of, like, the ledge grab that Zero has, which, another keen addition would make, sparing me from bomb jumping, for instance. I could just grab the ledge, roll over, and happy days. We're all fun and good, but I gotta fucking waste my time doing this shit. Oh, I finally made it. Now I gotta make it back out. Shit. Please let me just fall through. Oh, thank God. Oh, I didn't want to have to do that a second time. And by the way, there is a ammo and recharge station right before the Kraid boss fight. You could see it like the top corner of the screen, where a door is, like the one right before Kraid. Yeah, where the eye is and stuff. There's one of those, so I could have just done that instead of. Yeah, but the point is that's there. Just look for the top, look for the ceiling, and that's where it's at. And also worth mentioning, ammo stations don't recharge power bombs. It's stupid.